What is up? This is Nat from the MTG Madness, and so today I just decided to make a spoilers video just because the new spoilers are just so crazy. I felt like I needed to make a video, and I also had a lot of extra time on my hands. So yeah, so I'm just gonna go through all of the spoilers, starting with Hedonist Trove, like all the spoilers since then. So, Hedonist Trove, 5 colorless and 2 black. For an enchantment, when it enters the battlefield, exile all cards from target opponent's graveyard, and then you can play all land cards exiled with it, and you can also cast non-land cards exiled with it, but you can't cast more than one spell this way each turn. So, this card is interesting. It kind of reminds me of Psychic Intrusion. However, there isn't that much land destruction in Standard or land removal or whatever. So basically you would have to steal our fetch lands, but it wouldn't really be helpful unless you share some colors between your decks, which I mean you might, but I just feel like it's so much mana, it's probably not going to see standard play, even though it is pretty ridiculously good, I think, in some ways, other than its mana cost. Maybe, I don't know, I don't play EDH, I mostly just play standard, so I'm not a great judge, but maybe EDH, modern, because there's more land destruction, I don't know. Okay, next, Shieldhide Dragon. So this is the white dragon in the +1/+1 counter dragon cycle, where basically they all are 6 for a 3/3 with flying and have another ability, and then Megamorph for 7, and then when their turn face up, put a +1/+1 counter on each other dragon you control. So this one's white, the Megamorph is 5 colorless, 2 white. Its normal mana cost is 5 colorless, 1 white, and it's flying and lifelink. Megamorph is just really expensive though, 7 mana. Like Hedonist Trove is just so much mana that probably not going to see standard play. Also, because if there was a standard Dragons deck, I would expect it to be Teamer colors probably, just so that you can get Sharkened and Broken, because he's so amazing. He would just be so amazing in a deck like that. And so, yeah, probably not going to see any play, at least not in standard. Okay, next is Haven of the Spirit Dragon. So first of all, I just want to point out that it's kind of interesting that in each of the sets in the cons block, there's been something about the Spirit Dragon. First it was Tomb of the Spirit Dragon, then Crucible of the Spirit Dragon, now Haven of the Spirit Dragon, and this thing has amazing art. I just want to get a foil one, even though it probably will be worth a good amount of money. Okay, so just first of all, this is way better than Crucible of the Spirit Dragon. No charge counters or anything, just 1 mana of any, just tap out 1 mana of any color to your mana pool, only to cast a dragon creature spell, but still, way better than Tomb of the Spirit Dragon. Crucible. Can also tap for colorless, so, just in case you needed to cast something that isn't a dragon, like Sharkened and Unbroken, just saying. And then 2 colorless, tap to sack it, and you can return a dragon creature card or Ugin Planeswalker card from your graveyard to your hand. Crazy. You can just, they kill your dragon, then you can just sack this and bring it back. If a dragon decks are gonna be a thing, I can see them running at least 2 or 3 of these, like dragon decks in standard, dragon tribal. I'm even considering making a Teamer dragon tribal deck, and I would definitely include this card in maybe even my Ugin I have, but yeah. Okay, next, Pitiless Horde. It's interesting. Well, first of all, its name is kind of weird because usually a horde implies that it's like more than one thing, but Pitiless Horde is just, no, maybe it's not. I don't know. I haven't seen the picture yet because, yeah, I'm using MTG Salvation, which is my personal favorite, but for cards that are spelled in different languages, then they just put up the translation but not the art. So maybe, because like in Magic, like for example, Annex and Psymead, it'll just say human soldier, not human soldiers. So even though it's two people, so I guess Pitiless Horde is a horde of orcs that are berserkers. I don't know. Anyway, 3 colorless for or 2 colorless, 1 black for a creature orc berserker. It's 5/3. At the beginning of your upkeep, you lose 2 life, then dash for 2 and 2 black. So this is an interesting card, I guess. I don't know. Like, I mean, it's a 5/3 for 3 mana, and that's cool. You can dash it for 4, 5-point life swing, and then I guess it returns to your hand, so at the beginning of your upkeep, you lose 2 life thing won't be a problem. But then it's just dash 4 for a 5/3, which is, I don't know, your opponent really won't want to take 5 damage, so basically it's kind of a removal spell. So yeah, it's an interesting card. I'm not gonna run it in my Mardu deck. I'm assuming this has the Kolaghan watermark, but I don't know. Here, I'll look it up. Hold on. Pitiless Horde. Okay, yes. Sorry. I'm kind of sick. Or I was sick yesterday, so yeah, my spelling isn't great. Okay, let's see. Okay, so yeah, it is multiple people. Huh, yeah, and it does have the Kolaghan symbol. Okay. Anyway, sorry about that. Yeah, so probably not going to run in my Mardu deck, just because 5 power and not a warrior. But anyway, okay. Next is Shaman. 1 colorless, 1 red for a 2/1 creature orc shaman. Can't be blocked except by 2 or more creatures, and then Megamorph for 1 red. So I think this is the red card in the Megamorph cycle, I believe. I don't think they have spoiled the red one yet. I don't remember. And also, when it's turn face up, exile the top card of the library until end of turn, and you may play that card. So I like this. I mean, 2 for a 2/1 can't be blocked except by 2 or more creatures. That's fine. Megamorph only for 1 red, which is pretty sweet. You only have to pay 3 colorless and then later pay 1 red, and it becomes bam. 3/2 can't be blocked except by 2 or more creatures, which is actually pretty annoying. And when you turn it face up, you basically just get to like use the top card of your library until end of turn, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I like this. Next is Horsey Deceiver. 1 colorless, 1 blue for a 0/4. Tap to add 1 colorless to your mana pool. Spend this only to cast a face down creature spell. Pay a mana cost to turn a manifested creature face up, or pay a morph cost. And a Megamorph cost is a morph cost. Okay. This is interesting. Maybe it'll make it so that people have more incentive to make like a Megamorph morph manifest deck. I don't really know though. It doesn't seems like Wizards is almost pushing it too hard, but they just haven't released enough super amazing cards. I mean, there were some really good ones, but I guess it's just I still don't think it'll be a thing, but I guess it shows that Wizards is really trying to push it. So yeah, I don't know. Next is Warbringer. I think that's a cool name. It's just 4 for a 3/3. Dash cost you pay cost 2 less, and then dash for 2 and a red. This card is really good in the right deck. I think it would be cool to make a dash deck, because it's a cool mechanic, and then this guy, you can just pay dash cost for like 1 red, or 1 black, or 1 white, or something, and I feel like someone should make a deck around this guy, even though no one will. I don't know, it's probably just me, because I like the Mardu and Kolaghan and stuff, but yeah, I like this card. Okay, next is Artful Maneuver. 1 colorless, 1 white, instant, target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Cool, it's good. It's at instant speed, +2/+2. Oh, and that has rebound. And so, rebound, you basically get to do it twice. So, at the beginning of your upkeep, when it won't really be, well, it'll be until end of turn. So yeah, this is actually a pretty good card. I like it. This limited is good. Might even see play, probably not though. Okay. Avatar of the Resolute, 2 green for a 3/2 reach trample. When it enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it for each other creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it. So, I mean, 2 green, it'll be hard to cast, but it's 2 mana for a 3/2. That would just be good. Reach, okay, trample, and in the right deck, like if you play this on turn 5, then the 2 green won't even be a problem. It might even be like a, I don't know, 5/4, 6/5. This card is crazy. I might run it in a bolster deck I'm making. 2 green will be hard to run into, but seriously, this card is just so good. Okay, are you ready? Are you really, really ready? Okay, Assault Formation. 1 colorless, 1 green for an enchantment. Each creature you control, not each creature, just each creature you control, assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. 1 green. Target 1 green. Target creature with defender can attack this turn as though it didn't have defender. 2 colorless, 1 green. Creatures you control get +0/+1 until end of turn. What? What were you thinking on this one, Wizards? This is like whatever you call it, the siege tower, that Abzan thing that's a 0/5 and does the same thing except for all creatures except on steroids. It's 1 less mana. You don't even need to you don't even need to play Abzan, and it's in standard, and you can make creatures attack as though they didn't have defender, and you can just make your creatures basically get +1/+1 until end of turn. This card is just absolutely crazy. Why did you do this, Wizards? Why? Oh man. Well, I guess we really ended this video with a bang. You guys might not be as hyped as I am about this card, but oh, this is just so crazy. Oh my god. Okay, anyway, thanks for watching. Be sure to like this video if you liked it, and subscribe if you want to see more of our videos. And like I said, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Hopefully with this card is so broken. Anyway, like I said, hopefully with some less broken cards. Yep, like I said, thanks for watching.